Welcome to Alternatives and Options, and today we'll be talking about, taking a look at...
Are you okay?
Yeah, what's going on? I thought we're not getting started with the episode?
I don't know, it's just that usually something interrupts me by now and pivots the entire plan of the episode.
That literally has never happened before. No. What?
Don't one of you two have some sort of problem that needs to be solved or some emergency situation coming up?
No.
And I would never put that on you, man. Like, we're cool, but we're not that cool.
Well, I guess in that case, in today's episode, we'll be taking a look at
April Fools!
Wait, what?
Because instead, today's episode, we're going to be going over the best, most affordable, and easiest options for April Fool's Day pranks.
So get ready, because you're watching Alternatives and Options.
I should have saw this coming.
Yeah, you really should have. All right, let's go ahead and kick things off with the history of April Fool's Day.
Okay. This story goes all the way back to the days of Julius Caesar. Back then, the calendar used, the Julian calendar, started the new year with April instead of January.
Talk about springing forward. Am I right? Am I right?
That wasn't until the Gregorian calendar, introduced by Pope Gregory XIII, was created, that January became the official start of the new year.
News did not travel fast enough, though. And there were still plenty of people who still celebrated New Year's on April 1st.
I totally understand the feeling. I still haven't recovered from daylight savings.
Those who still celebrated New Year's in April were labeled as fools by their peers, which quickly became a form of joke amongst the population.
Now the concept of April Fools not only includes jokes, but pranks as well, in order to create a time of harmless fun.
Well, mostly harmless. And the rest is history. Well, with that part over, you know what we have to do next?
I feel like we haven't done this in a while.
Well, that's because we haven't. But for old time's sake, now that we know our OG...
What's our GP?
Well, first, let's figure out what the public's favorite pranks to pull are.
Hey, we have a friend for that.
Then, once we get our answers, we'll get all the materials we'll need to construct our pranks.
And then with all that done, we'll take everything to the hack lab and finally see how well they work.
Today, we will be asking people what their favorite April Fool's Day pranks are.
I've got to say, changing my best friend's phone screen to a cracked screen. Being told that someone's pregnant and they're not.
Probably the prank where you put Mentos in soda. I can see my little brother doing that one.
April Fool's prank I think is very funny when you put the air horn on underneath the chair and then someone sits on it and it just bursts and makes a funny noise.
Recently, my mother-in-law, her birthday is on April Fool's, and so she had the night before talked about baking brownies. So when she came home, she had a tub full of brownies, which were just, sheets of E's colored brown. So she's like, does anyone want a brownie? And I thought that was honestly hilarious.
That's great. I love that.
I would say probably the one where you put the Mentos in the Coke and it explodes.
The prank for
That's a great one. This is Jade's Junction, and that's what people's favorite April Fool's Day pranks are.
Welcome to the Hack Lab, and today we're going to be looking at some April Fool's Day pranks and seeing how simple they are to use and their effectiveness.
Let's see if this is hack or whack.
Up first, we have our Mentos in the soda prank. The main gist of this prank is simply taking the Mentos, placing them inside of the actual soda itself, and then you see the poof, and the explosion goes all crazy, right? All right, so the first thing we definitely want to do is we're going to take our Mentos and we're going to try and poke a hole in it with our pen. That way we're able to take the twine and put it into the hole that we make into the Mentos itself. So we're just gonna get in there.
Okay, that's good enough, right?
All that matters.
String that through. Honestly, with this, it kind of stays put. So then I think you literally just I'm gonna cut down the short a little. So the idea of what you're gonna do is take this and put it under the lid so that when they take the lid off, it falls in. You'll have your Mentos right here and you'll put it in here and then you'll put your lid on over the string. And then we'll just cut down the excess string so your victim won't be able to see it.
Is this gonna work?
And then when they go to take it off, it'll
take it
fall
off.
right down into their Dr. Pepper, making it explode everywhere. Pranked.
This seems like such a violent prank. So when it comes to this prank, it's pretty classic in its nature.
Yeah.
I will be honest, I'm not in love with this prank because there's no way that this doesn't also affect the person that, you know,
It
did
is messy.
originally.
It is messy. So for the right environment, I think it works. In studio, not so much, but I do think it works.
I don't know. I feel like a prank at the end of the day is supposed to make me go, ha ha ha, that is so funny. If this happened to me, I'd probably cry.
Okay.
I'm crying right now, actually.
Okay. Okay guys, hack number 2 is the air horn chair prank. So what you're gonna do is tape your air horn to the bottom of a rolly chair, and so the person sits down on it, it should go off and scare them. Let's test it out. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna take our tape. Carol, you gonna take the tape?
Yep.
And then I'll hold this and you're just gonna get it right up against the chair bottom, which, so right here. Oh.
Ah!
So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take this and put it right up against the chair bottom, so when they sit down and they put pressure on the chair, it lowers and pushes this right here.
Okay.
So then just tape it on.
So then is somebody supposed to sit in this chair?
So then you'll
and
see it, push down on the thing. Okay, so overall I think it's a pretty effective prank. Doesn't take that much time or effort to set up.
Yes, it is relatively harmless, but I will say that the chair needed for it is incredibly specific. But if you know the homie that has that at the office,
Yeah.
yeah, you'll get them pretty good. I'll give it that. I will give it that.
Hack number 3, fake toilet paper prank. So instead of a regular old roll of toilet paper, it's gonna be a fake roll, and when they pull it out, it's gonna be a secret message hidden in there.
That's kind of cool, actually.
Okay, step 1, we're gonna use this white, and we're gonna trace out our toilet paper roll, one for the top and one for the bottom. And then we'll just cut these circles out. Circle number 1.
Go Aves. Go Aves. Go Aves. Yay!
Okay. 2 white circles.
Go. Okay, so what Avery's gonna be doing next is kind of tracing out the width of a few actual pieces of toilet paper here, because these are gonna act like the substitute for what it is. And then you're just gonna cut it out of the cardboard as well.
I think you're gonna find a new host.
So, I just cut this out. And
Okay, so now we got this cut out. We're gonna take this empty roll of toilet paper and stick it to this. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna get a couple pieces of tape, then you can just set it centered and do it like that. And then just do that all the way around. So now that we have this taped onto there, is you're gonna use this piece that we cut out and wrap it around.
we should probably put the tape around the outside here.
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay, let's try that. Maybe one more.
Yeah, I think we should do. Okay, so then we're just gonna cut our second box of cardboard. And this is gonna be the part that how we have our secret message on.
Okay, so now we can take a strip off of the actual toilet paper here.
And we'll tape this to 1/2 of the cardboard. So you wanna leave part of the cardboard out, part of it covered up, and some of it loose. So then once you have it secure on this side, you're just gonna wanna pull it over and do the other side the same way. Okay, so then you'll just take the toilet paper, fake toilet paper thing that we made, and you'll just run it right through so that it hangs out. So, see how that kind of looks like a toilet paper roll?
Yeah, I've seen a toilet paper roll before.
Okay. We'll go ahead and tape the top on.
Okay, we can do that, we can do that.
The point is to write a funny message right here. So if you want to write a funny message
Okay.
right here,
Yeah, I didn't need to do the arts and crafts.
then I'll do this. Here's your pen. Okay, so now that we have the holes cut into the thing,
Yes.
we'll just take our fake toilet paper with the message, push it in,
more like wrap it in, right?
Yeah. There you go.
You know what? If we had better scissors, better equipment,
I think it kind of works.
better pizza.
Can you even tell the difference? Go ahead and do a test.
Okay, I have to blow my nose. The #1 reason for toilet paper. Let me get some. What? Cardboard. Happy April Fool's Day. And options. Oh no.
Woo.
I probably should work on my jokes. Okay, so what are your thoughts about this?
Overall, I think it's harmless. I think if we executed it better, it would definitely be more of an effective prank.
And that is true. It's just unfortunately like the overall execution of it, you wouldn't actually get to see the result because a lot of times you give me your toilet paper in the bathroom and a lot of us aren't sharing bathroom time with each other.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
You're right. What's the fun in a prank if you can't actually see the person getting pranked?
Yes, I'd also like to say too, comparing it to the other pranks that we did, this is way more effort.
It is a lot of work, I won't lie.
And the payoff for it is very little as opposed to the other ones where the execution is little, but the payoff maybe is a little too much. So for me, I'm not a fan. Okay, honestly, was not our best effort.
No,
But it came out subpar, I feel like.
yeah, and you know what? It's less about the quality of the pranks and more about the laughter that we got to share making them, right?
You know what? That is so sweet, Abe's. I just love the opportunities I have with you and you, Mr. Narrator. It's just, I just love you guys so much.
Aw, well, I'm always glad to find alternatives with the both of you. And maybe in the next episode, we'll finally get to do what I had planned.
Okay, well, that's the funniest thing you've said all day. I'll just be real.
Wait, what?
Anyways, I'm Tyrell Childress.
And I'm Avery Andell.
And you're watching
Alternatives and Options. Hey guys, hack number 2 is the air horn prank. Okay guys, hack number 2. Okay guys, hack number 2.
You're gonna want to cut out a line. 3, 2, 1. Oh, we almost had it.